I'll start the story with a fun fact. Guys never liked me. Great story! Next. Hey, I didn't even start yet.
Trust me, girl, nobody wants to hear your self-pity, okay?
Dude, it's nothing like that.
Oh, never mind. I just looked at the title and after hearing that fun fact of yours, boy oh boy, I do want to know a connection between those two, so I'm listening.
It's not what you think, Badger, but okay, I'll do it. So, the reason behind it, it's either because they thought that I am a lesbian, or that I am a Satan worshipper.
Oh, and don't forget to mention that all the guys who you thought had crush on you in the end turned out to be gay. This cracks me up every time I hear it.
Thank you, Badger. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, girl. Anytime.
So, even though guys didn't see me as a girlfriend material, they did notice me for one thing. My drawing skills. When I was younger, hot anime girls were all I drew, so some guys at school even paid me money to do that. And every single time it happened, they said something that sounded similar to this.
You know what just hit me? The only good thing in dating Diamond would actually be the fact that you would have your own personal customizable hentai printer. I mean, that would be so cool.
My girly side was crushed forever, but my tomboy side was like, hell yeah, they don't see me as a female.
But they didn't see you as a guy too. They saw you as a printer, so...
Shut up, Badger. Shut up. When I was around 17 years old, I got a new teacher. From first glance, you could have told that he was a typical nerdy dude who was probably into anime, gaming, and other similar stuff. In other words, he seemed cool and chill, so I immediately thought to myself, nice, one more art class for me then. And then, without any hesitation, I just grabbed my pencil and started to draw some hot anime babes.
No wonder that your grades were almost as low as your self-esteem. Everything makes sense now, everything adds up.
I told you to shut up. Then he started his class, and since I wasn't paying any attention to it, I didn't even notice how he appeared right next to me. Once I raised my head, I almost fell off my chair because his facial expression was priceless. If my life was an anime, nosebleed would have been the best way to describe it. And after a few seconds of awkward silence, he asked me,
Did you really draw that? Like, all by yourself?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll put everything aside, please don't mind me. I'm like really sorry.
No, I mean, don't even mind me. You have a talent and I would love to see it. Please just draw.
So I started drawing and he even stopped the class for like 10 full minutes just so he could spectate the process. Once I was done, he took the picture and asked,
wow. Could I possibly maybe, have this? I mean, if you don't need it, of course.
Yeah, sure, if you like it, go ahead. And so, with huge excitement in his eyes, he folded that sketch and shoved it right into his pocket. Then he awkwardly looked at my classmates and started his class all over again. After a few weeks, he decided to give us a test. And since I was drawing all the time, I started to panic. Once I read all the questions, I knew I was screwed. There was no chance for me to pass and there was no going back now. So I grabbed my pencil and started to draw barely naked girl all over the test paper. And once the test was over, I placed it right on his desk, facing down so he wouldn't see it. I wanted it to be a little surprise. After a few days, his class was our last class of the day, so after he gave everyone, except me, their test papers back, he let everyone go home. I usually was the last person to leave a classroom, so that day was no exception. The moment everyone were gone, I grabbed my stuff and rushed towards the open door. But my teacher blocked it.
I knew it was worth listening. Wait, I'll grab my popcorn and I'll be right back. Don't continue without me. Okay, let the action begin.
Jeez, I don't know if I called this video right. I think it should be called my Pervy Badger instead.
Oh, please. I'm a simple badger, okay? I see a spicy title, I click. So, what happened next? Don't stop and don't disappoint me.
Diamond, come here.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I mean, I didn't study, I drew all the time and I really didn't understand the topic and I thought it would be quite funny and I just panicked and I...
Calm down and look.
So, I did look at my test paper and I saw a marking 10 out of 10. I was shook. Wait, how is this possible? I didn't even answer a single question.
Tell me, are you planning to study art after school?
Yeah, probably, at least I hope.
then there is no need for me to write you a bad grade out of my subject, right?
I won't even be taking the final exam of your class, so probably.
Then let's make a deal. I'm planning to give tests quite often. Since you aren't planning to take the final exam, all you have to do is just draw something for me and it will be enough. It won't always be like 10 out of 10, so it wouldn't cause any suspicion, but you will finish my class with a high score. Don't worry about that. Oh, and also, could I have this as well? It's really good.
Yeah, sure, if you like it.
Diamond, please tell me this is a made-up story.
Nope, everything truly happened.
You are aware that this is kinda like illegal.
Badger, it wasn't that I didn't study at all. I did my best when it came to homework, I did take notes and made presentations, I did learn a lot from his class, and I only skipped those hardcore tests. And you know what? I got a chance to focus more on developing my art skills, and I am studying at Art Academy now, so in the end everything worked out fine. So this crazy cycle of me drawing and him taking my test sheets repeated for like few months, and then he asked me to stay after class once again.
Hey, I have a daughter and she's 13 years old and she loves drawing. I wanted her to join some art classes, but I know they will not teach her the stuff she wants to learn, so I thought that maybe you could meet her a couple of times during my classes and you could teach her a thing or two. I would be so grateful. She's already a big fan of yours.
I couldn't believe two things. First of all, he showed my pervy drawings to his 13-year-old daughter, and secondly, he wants me, a pervy stuff artist, to teach his daughter how to draw. I mean, what? So the next day, me and his daughter met, and to be honest, she was way more mature than her peers. In fact, even though I was 17 and she was 13, I was the one who felt like a potato next to her. Well, surprisingly, everything was quite normal up until I decided to ask her a question. Could you please show me your drawings? And without any hesitation, she pulled out this huge stash of artwork and threw it in front of me. And there I was, surrounded by peaches, melons, papayas, and everything else you can imagine. I mean, I wasn't even on her level when it came to that kind of stuff. I was surprised.
So she was very good at drawing?
For her age, yeah, but that was not what got me. It was the content. That content was intense.
Kids these days.
I know, right? When I was her age, drawing a female chest was embarrassing enough. But drawing it like that? No, it took me years to develop that kind of courage. Still, I had to respond to her, and so I did. Okay, everything is quite cool. A lot of interesting stuff, I like it. A little intense, and this part...
Is it too small? I can't change it.
No, it's perfect the way it is. No need to make it any bigger. You know what? I can see clearly now. I see the direction you want to take, and there is no need to wait. Let's do it. Anatomy. We'll focus on anatomy. And so I spent my glorious hours teaching my teacher's daughter how to draw things. What is my life really? How did I get here? And how is this even a thing? I was asking myself all these questions all the time. So all of this continued for almost a year. Everything developed into quite fun friendship between me, my teacher, and his daughter. All those dirty jokes, drawings, and so on really made my boring, basic school life more interesting. There were no bad intentions. I could feel that this teacher was simply a nerdy dude that liked anime and gaming just as much as I did. No bad vibes were found there. In the end, I did finish his class with a high score, and even though I have no clue about the subject now, I did get into Art Academy, and that teacher was one of the very few who actually supported my dream. I was left with fun memories, great story, and no regrets. So I guess this is it. I hope you enjoyed this story, and don't you worry, I have much more coming soon. So don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, and also tell me what you think about this video in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. And I guess thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and see ya!